Dear student, today we are going to start lecture 2, which is collection of gases, which is from our chapter 2, which is measurement and experimental techniques. So let's get started. Collection of gases. Why we need to collect gases and how we collect gas. In some experiment, gases are given off. Which experiments they are? You know that by adding HCl in calcium carbonate plus HCl, what happened? Calcium chloride, water plus carbon dioxide evolve. Carbon dioxide. Now, how would you collect this gas, carbon dioxide? So there are some experiment in which gases are given off, and you have to recognize that which gas is it, and by knowing the gas which is released in product, you would know which reaction take place, as depicted here, that by adding HCl in calcium carbonate, carbon dioxide gas evolved. Next is, these gases can be collected and identified. You can collect and identify gases. How? We will study about it, and why we do it, to help us find out more about reactions. Yes, which reactions are taking place, you will get the knowledge of it by knowing the product. Sometimes the gases are collected for use in other reaction. So gases can be collected to use further in other reaction. So today our topic is just to be focus on collection of gases. What methods are used for collecting gases? Now, the method of collection actually depend on physical properties of gases. What properties these gases possess? So you will focus on solubility and density of gas. Solubility. How soluble the gas is in water. The second one is density. How dense the gas is compared to air. Okay. So solubility in water, and the second one is density compared with air. Here I have drawn a table which will show density, solubility. So let's take a look. Solubility and density of some common gases. Ammonia, which is extremely soluble in water and less dense. Carbon dioxide, slightly soluble but denser than air. Chlorine, soluble and denser also. Hydrogen, not soluble, less denser. Hydrogen chloride, very soluble and denser. Oxygen, very slightly soluble and slightly denser. Sulfur dioxide, very soluble and dense. So here you can see that there are a lot of variety. Some are soluble and are less dense. However, few are soluble but their density is less. So how would you separate or collect that gas? Method for collecting gases. There are three methods: displacement of water, downward delivery and upward delivery. Here a diagram is drawn to help you understand. The first one is downward delivery. However, the second one is upward delivery, and the last one is over water. Let's do it one by one. Displacement of water. Displacement of water. This method is suitable for collecting gases that are insoluble or slightly soluble in water. You must know that insoluble or slightly soluble in water. For example, carbon dioxide, hydrogen or oxygen can be collected by this method. Students, I am attaching a file of video which will show experiment of displacement of water, which will show all three above categories: displacement of water, downward delivery and upward delivery. So you must open that link So let's continue. Downward delivery should be used to collect gases that are soluble in water and dense than air, such as chlorine and HCl. The last one is upward delivery. You can see that the gas will come in this delivery tube and will released in this jar. Upward delivery is used to collect gases that are soluble in water and less dense than air, such as ammonia. So that's all for today. Students, you must find the attachment. I am linking with it. Okay, this will help you understand more about collection of gases.